Tonight, under special reports, presentations, and celebrations of success, we have a foundation update from Wendy Van.
Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I've been here. It's so fun to see you, and I think there's some slides. There they are. Isn't that, I love when that happens that way. Oh, and I get my own clicker. Thank you so much. So I'm super excited to be here today just to update you a little bit on what the foundation's been up to and what's coming up ahead and what we're looking forward to in terms of partnership with you guys in the future. So first of all, the big thing that we're working on is that capital campaign. We call it Fielding Dreams. And we call it that because so many of our alumni have so many great memories of Seacrest Field. And our Fielding Dreams campaign is here to help us to build soccer, softball, baseball, tennis, and football, and track and band, and all the other things that happen at those great spaces. We are working towards a $17 million goal, which would basically match the 2020 bond funds that built the basic infrastructure of those facilities. We are inches away from being able to hand over enough money so the district can start work on those locker rooms. And when I say inches, that's in fundraising terms. It means about $1 million. And it sounds like a lot, but we really have a lot of great people out there working on behalf of the campaign. We've got about 65 volunteers that are working across those various areas and breaking that down into soccer, softball, and then buildings in general are the teams that we have working on that. So that's about our hope is that we've got enough people out there combing the streets and getting the word out that we'll be able to come close to raising the additional $11 million that's needed to finish out the project. We still have great naming opportunities available, so if you know anybody who's interested in that, please direct them to the foundation. As you have on the agenda today, Chesterman Coca-Cola has pledged $1 million towards the campaign, which is super exciting, and it really gets us a lot closer to being able to build those locker rooms. We have over 100 donors so far, and we have about 58 conversations happening across the city through our various volunteers working on additional contributions. With the Allo gift and the Chesterman gift, that's really what's getting us closer to making those that locker room possible. The campaign is really building momentum, and we're doing a big winter push. We've started those first outreach calls at the beginning of the semester, and then the holidays always hit, and everybody goes and bakes a turkey for about a month. And then we will have that momentum built for once we get back after the holidays and push that into spring. So in other business at the foundation, our scholarship season just opened up. So any high school senior can apply for one of the 80 scholarships that we have available and over $150,000 that we give away to graduating seniors. So you can go onto our website. That's open right now, and they close on February 12th. The other thing I want to let you know about is we spend a lot of time in the spring acknowledging amazing educators. And our educator awards have cash prizes to them. And anyone in the community can nominate an educator. So those will open on February 1st. Including school board members, you can nominate great educators that you want to see get those awards. Same with any kind of LPS staff or the community at large. We really want to find those quiet heroes that maybe don't get the recognition that they deserve through the various educator awards that we have. So I encourage you to go there. And then I think last time I was here, I had a guesstimate of exactly how much money we were giving out to the school district. All the numbers are in, the audit is in. We gave over $2 million to the school district last year, and we're pretty proud of our community that enabled us to be able to do that. These are just some of the highlights. And one of my favorite, and you may have heard me talk about this, but if you've gotten a speeding ticket and gone to a stop class, thank you for your contribution. What happens is we have a partnership with Department of Corrections where that money goes into a fund. They then give it back to the foundation, and we are able to provide driver's education for kids on free and reduced lunch. So just last year, we put 182 kids through driver's ed, and that is a huge playing field leveler. So we're excited about that one. We have about 450 funds, so for just about anything you could imagine. I wanted to say a little bit about student emergency funds, switching gears a little bit. This is a little bit of the history of the foundation and how we've given away student emergency funds. Pre-pandemic, it averaged about $9,000 over those 19 years, but we would be giving away somewhere between $10,000 and $12,000 a year in student emergency funds. When the pandemic hit, we raised a lot of money, and we were giving away an average of $117,000, $120,000 a year, and that was during pandemic. Well, now those funds across the city have really dried up, and so we're seeing the availability of funds drop dramatically. And, social workers are feeling it, counselors are feeling it, and families are feeling it. And I just wanted to put a note out there that the foundation's emergency funds are there for triage. Our main purpose is we want to make sure that when kids come to school, they aren't worried, their bellies aren't empty, and they're there ready to learn. But we really rely on all of our human services partners across the district to provide that deeper support for families. So while student emergencies is something we are always raising money for because we always need that triage, that I just need a gas card to get to school this week, those kinds of things, we probably are not going to be giving out $100,000 a year, mainly because we really believe that those services are better provided by our partners out in the community. But it doesn't mean that we're not collecting money for that, because we get calls constantly of families looking for support. And then finally, we do work in 3 different ways at the foundation. One is working on the priorities of the district. So in this case, it's the capital campaign and some other projects that we're working on. The other way is that we cultivate the donors to give to the existing opportunities that we have at the foundation. And the third is we work with donors to provide new opportunities. So this is a list of some of the new opportunities that have become available to students and staff just in the last few months. So you can see we're really building a lot of booster funds, snack club, and choral boosters, those kinds of folks. PTOs are using the foundation as a fiscal agent so that we're handling the money and they're doing the great work in their individual schools, so we can keep that money good and safe. And then finally, I'll just say that I'm really looking forward to learning more about the district's strategic plan and then meeting with you individually and having our board meet with your board so that we can really set the course, the future of the foundation for the next 5 years to align with the work that you all are doing at the school. Any questions of me?
Not a question, but I just want to thank you and your staff. I'm the board liaison with the foundation this year, and I have to say the enthusiasm of your staff, and particularly the many community volunteers that we have on the foundation board and otherwise, it just blows me away. I am very proud to be a part of the foundation this year and other years, and I want to thank you, but particularly thank those community volunteers for helping us in so many different ways.
I'll pass that on, Barb. Thank you. We have 28 very, very, very active board members. Our board is on fire this year. There is not a single person that is just putting it on their resume. Everybody is hard at work, rolling up their sleeves, doing all kinds of different things. So it's an exciting place to be. See the gray hair? But it's good.
Wendy, could you send me a copy of the PowerPoint, please?
Yeah, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I use that when I talk to people about, this is what you need to do, what your foundation does.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anything else? Thank you all for your work.
Thank you, Wendy.